Ben's Early Tapes, number 9 through 21, Program B. These are excerpts from the tapes he recorded in the winter of 1973-1974. In the 620-5700 group, there was a Centrex CU customer whose non-working numbers were not connected to a recording. Not only that, but they were wired together in little groups. The even-numbered non-working extensions in a particular range were wired together, and then the odd-numbered non-working extensions were wired together, and this made several little mini-conferences, which we appreciated very much. Here's Ben making a record of some of these.
Alrighty, we're on 620-5767. Making a permanent record of this line. Another access is 5769. Alright, we'll try a similar one on this group. Alright, we're on 620-5766. Another access is 5768. This, as the 5-8 group, is also odd and even. Now we'll try and get to the 620-58 group again. Five 5817 coming up. No go.
How you doing? This is Dom.
Hi, how you doing? Okay,
Got
is that guy on?
yes.
Alright,
We're tracing the call.
it's tracing the call. Okay. For historical purposes, this is, the 620 high-low odd and even conference. And, we're on the high even.
Right.
Okay, would you hang up and call back, please?
Yes, if I can simply remember what access I came on, I wrote it down, and since my memory is so poor that I have to write everything down, you know.
You better hurry up, because I'm running out of tape.
Here we go.
Hi.
Hello, security.
Alright, I just managed. I rewound the tape to get you coming in. You know, so it turns out you come in like about 3 seconds.
You have reached an unworking number at Ford Foundation. If you are calling from the outside, you can reach our attendant by dialing 573-5000. If you are inside, please consult your directory or dial 0 for your attendant. This is a recording.
Most Centrex CU customers in New York City were served by 701 PBXs, those are step PBXs, hooked up to crossbar tandems. Some were served by number 101 ESS PBXs, hooked up to crossbar tandems. That last one was a number 101 ESS, a pulse amplitude modulation system. Actually, that's the Bell system's first electronic switch ever that was put into wide service. The number 101 ESS had an intercept line with the 7A announcement machine that the steps had. It went at the end, but you could only get one call on intercept at a time, so there was no way to make a conference out of it. However, if you called a vacant number, hung up just when it was about to go into the line, and then called back, what you're seeing here is the normal behavior of a number 101 ESS intercept line. You call it up, hang up when it first goes in, and call back. You'll hear the recording in dribs and drabs through the ringtone. The recording will then play to the end, and then when it gets to the end, it will finally trip the ring, play once, and stop. This is normal. The reason it's taking so long for the recording to come around again is that this particular 7A drum machine had a long silence at the end of the drum.
You have reached the non-working number associated with Nassau County Parks and Jail. If you wish information for Nassau County Parks, please call 292-4200. If information concerning Nassau County Jail is desired, call 292-4040.
During this time, Mary Ardito of the AT&T Newsline, 393-2151, and the Bell System Newsline, 393-8877, each of which had different ringtones, by the way, because 393 was the official AT&T exchange that covered several different installations. She began to develop kind of an informal announcing style quite often, and it turned out that it was because she was about to leave the job. Now, the Bell System Newsline apparently was primarily for other public relations people in the Bell system to listen to, while the AT&T Newsline was for public and employee consumption. Here is one of the Bell System Newslines toward the end of her having that job.
From AT&T headquarters in New York, this is the Bell System Newsline for Friday, February 22nd. Please get out your Bell System Newslines and editors list. I'm going to start giving you some corrections. On page 1, the third one down under Long Lines, White Plains, the contact, cross out Barry Goldberg and add Linda Sage, S-A-G-E. And Linda's number is 914-320-3646. Page 3. Under under Illinois Belle for Springfield, Mike Brand. His number, 217-789-8220. Under Indiana Belle, cross out Mike Heyman and Marvin Sachs and add Mary Hamer, Hamer, and Mary's number is 317-630-1633. Same page, Mountain Belle, Denver, cross out Cindy Scott, add Judy Service, Service. Judy's number, 303-624-8465. And right underneath, cross out Frank Ballesteros and add Sandy Branson, Branson. Sandy's number, 303-624-8181. And for Mountain Belle, Phoenix, Arizona, the last one on that page, the newsline number should be 602-263-3111. Page 4, the top one, Cheyenne, Wyoming, just cross out the whole thing. It's been discontinued. I'll have more corrections for you on Monday or the early part of next week. This is Mary Ardito for Bell System Newsline.
East 38th Street, New York City. Thank you for calling. Friday, February 22nd, 10 p.m. Due to severe weather conditions, difficulty may be encountered in reaching the 312 and 414 MPA. Please make one attempt only to the 414 inward operator. I repeat, please make one attempt only to the 414 inward operator. This is the New York Telephone Company, Network Management Bureau, 240 East 38th Street, New York City. Thank you for calling.
I'm sorry, we are unable to complete your call as dialed. Please check the number and dial again or ask your operator for assistance. This is a recording, 4142. I'm
124. I'm sorry, we're unable to complete your call as dialed. Check the number and dial again or ask the operator for assistance. This is a recording, 3124.
I seem to get through all right to those MPAs.
The Impossible Phone Call was an early imaginative mashup that Ben made, which both satirizes and salutes the wonderful network. The one thing I can say about a phone call like this is, it truly is impossible. But in this you'll hear so many of the wonderful sounds that were just a part of everyday life, living in New York City, served by number 1 Crossbar line.
I'm sorry. Your call did not go through. Will you please hang up and try again? This is a recording.
Oh, 3636. This is New York Telephone Company, Network Management Bureau, 240 East 38th Street, New York. Thank you for calling. Friday, March 15th, 3:45 p.m. Due to a cable trouble, the following points in the 518 NPA will be very difficult to reach. I repeat, the following points in the 518 NPA will be difficult to reach. The points in the 518 NPA are Hudson, Claverack, Copake, Germantown, Hillsdale, Philmont, Chatham, Niverville, and Kinderhook. If you have any questions, please call us on 212-370-3636. This is New York Telephone Company, Network Management Bureau, 240 East 38th Street, New York. Thank you for calling.
Service Bureau Hunt.
Yeah, about the trouble upstate, 518 MPA.
Right.
Right, we get a reorder on those exchanges. Is that originating from the office with the cable trouble?
I believe the cable is under the river there. I don't know which office is having the problem.
I see. So you don't know if that reorder is originating in a tandem or in the office?
Offhand, I couldn't tell you. No.
Okay, thank you.
Right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I tried this a minute before I called the report to record it, and this is what I got.
I'm sorry. Your call did not go through. Will you please hang up and try again? This is a recording. 5184. I'm sorry.
No, that's
Your call
not what
did
I got.
go through.
Let me try that again.
Please hang-
Yeah, that's what I got before.
Here's another one of those number 101 ESS intercept lines. This time it's behaving abnormally because when he triggers it to play the recording without tripping the ring so that you hear it during the rings, the normal behavior is for when the recording gets back around the beginning, it does trip the ring, plays once normally, and stops. This time, for some reason, it never tripped the ring.
This is Reynolds Securities Incorporated. The number you have reached is not working at this time. For further information, please call 558-6000. AT&T headquarters in New York, this is the Bell System Newsline for Wednesday, March 6th. Here are a couple of items. First item, the Hawaii Telephone Company has filed a proposal for a 25-cent charge for payphones on the island of Oahu, and that's spelled capital O-A-H-U. The company asked for the quarter charge because the caller can reach any of the 400,000 phones on the island without a toll charge. The company also said increased installation costs for public phones prompted the proposal. It costs Hawaii Tel about $219 a year to maintain a payphone. If the request is approved, the company said Oahu, I have trouble saying that, would be the only country in the only county, C-O-U-N-T-Y, the only county in the U.S. charging 25 cents for local payphone calls. The only other area currently charging 25 cents is the Dallas-Fort Worth Airport. There is a 15-cent charge for coin phones in Washington State. The second item is not really that. Rather, it's a repeat of something I mentioned last week on the Bell System Newsline, which some of you apparently didn't pick up. Starting next Monday, at least officially, I'll be on another job, and a gal called Nancy Bevilacqua, spelled capital B-E-V-I-L-A-C-Q-U-A, Bevilacqua, will be doing AT&T Newsline. But since she hasn't been trained yet, you may still hear me doing it for a couple of days next week, and then starting, I guess, the 18th, hopefully I won't have to do it anymore. And that's the Bell System Newsline for Wednesday, March 6th. This is Mary Ardito reporting.
With the personnel change happening at the AT&T and Bell System Newslines, an old hand at this was brought back out of retirement. Dave Bykowski was a familiar voice, but this was the first time we heard him on the AT&T Newsline. He did the New York Telephone News Wire through 1971, 72, and some of 73, I believe. He was replaced, sadly, by Helen Banks, who sounded terrible compared to Dave. So we were delighted to hear him temporarily filling in on the AT&T Newsline here.
Almost 9 points. That's the news for the final edition. I'm Dave Bykowski. Thanks for listening. From 195 Broadway in New York, this is the weekend edition of the AT&T Newsline on Friday, March 8th. New York Telephone today reported net income of $290.9 million in 1973, equal to $1.57 per share on a larger number of shares, compared with $248.9 million and $1.49 per share in 1972. In its annual report, New York Tel said its rate of return on intrastate investment was 6.19%, compared with 5.97% a year earlier. The 1973 figure, however, remained well below the 8.51% authorized by the Public Service Commission late last year. In other news, former FCC Chairman Dean Birch today was sworn as a counselor to President Nixon and a member of his cabinet. In an Oval Office ceremony, the president said Birch would handle a general range of assignments, including White House relations with such independent government agencies as the FCC. Nixon also said Birch would advise him in political matters. And taking a look at Wall Street, AT&T Common closed at 52 5/8 unchanged. Convertible preferred also was unchanged, closing at 59 1/4, and the Dow Jones 30 Industrials average closed up almost 9 points. That's the news for the final edition. I'm Dave Bykowski. Thanks for listening.
Saturday, March 9th. The network is carrying normal traffic at this time. If you are encountering any difficulty completing over any Tandem route or completing to any NPA, please advise us immediately by dialing 212-370-3636. This is the New York Telephone Company Network Management Bureau, 240 East 38th Street, New York.
Now, I've always wondered what the difference is between the management and the service bureau. Why don't we call and find out?
Service Bureau store.
Yeah. I wanted to know, what is the difference between the Network Service Bureau and the Network Management Bureau?
That was a Freudian slip on my part. It used to be called the Network Service Bureau. It is now called the Network Management Bureau.
Oh, I see, because at night, the night edition at 10, always says Network Service.
Yeah.
And you did the daytime correctly this morning.
Yeah, well, actually, as you say, it used to be called about a month ago or so. They changed it from Network Service Bureau to Network Management Bureau. And I've been around here 4 years, and force of habit, I just automatically say Service Bureau.
I see, but there's no difference, right?
No, it's the same room, same building, same guys.
Well, okay, thank you very much.
All right,
Bye-bye.
As long as you cleared up on it.
And that's it for this program.